Hey everyone, Ian here with Doors. I hope you're doing well. I know it's been a while since we've been in contact with one another, and I appreciate all the viewers and their support for and their understanding for why I haven't been around very much. As you know, I'm a pastor, and then after this whole COVID-19 thing took place, it just kind of disrupted everything a little bit. So, had a lot going on, doing multiple services per week, doing live streams. So, really haven't had time to get out and do some shooting. So today I'm on my in my yard doing some shooting, and this is time on the range. I hope you enjoy. I figured I would go ahead and do some live and see how it goes. But I'm glad that you came by and dropped by with me as we're spending some time in the God's great outdoors. You know, we live in some difficult times, and there's some challenges ahead, not only for us individually, but as a country. And one of the things that I do believe in God, country, and time in God's great outdoors, but one of the major things that separates me from all the other channels is I'm not afraid to talk about my faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. It's because of him that I live and move and have my being. I've been on a journey the past month and a half too, with trying to get my weight down and trying to live more healthy and trying to just plain out, uh, take care of the temple of God. And hey, Mike, how's it going? Bud, I'm glad to see you. And just taking care of this temple. And Mike, I'm going to try to make you a moderator. I don't know necessarily how to do that, but I will make. Oh, right here. Hold on. Add moderator. Mike, I just added you to a moderator, and thanks for stopping by. But like I started saying, we're on the range today. It's a beautiful day in Vermont, and so it's been kind of cloudy, and it's been kind of weather's been kind of ridiculous lately. So I haven't been able to even get out video. So I thought, while I'm getting my bow sighted in and for the season and starting that, I'm a little late, but starting that, I thought what I would start doing is, um, just having time, bring you guys with me on the range and just hanging out. With the COVID-19, we have to have all this social distancing and everything, so it's great. Uh, Not a problem, Mike. You're a friend of mine. I'm sorry, it's like chasing squirrels here, but not a problem, Mike. I'm glad that you joined us, and you're a friend of mine. You've been a friend for a while, and just keep the tiny people at bay that try to infiltrate or whatever. But we haven't had much problems with that. Um, but anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and start shooting, and then afterwards maybe I can just write you around a little bit so you can see uh, the target after I'm done. I just went through a round of 12 arrows before, and you know the thing is, haven't practiced all winter long, so my grouping is good, but I'm a little bit wobbly on my vertical side of things. So you're going to see my mistakes right on here live. So, all right, here we go. And I'm going to try to bring you along with me. So, hang on. If it gets a little shaky, I apologize in advance. So, I don't know if you can see my target downrange or not, but that's where I'm aiming for. So, all right, guys, here we go. Now, like I said, it's been a little bit. Um, haven't really practiced all that much this spring because the weather. We actually had snow literally in the middle of May, so I had to kind of just cancel my plans on getting any lives done or getting any target practicing done. But it's been good to be out. I know it's in the middle of the day. I know a lot of people are probably either working or doing things, but I just wanted to share this time with you. I'm reminded of a passage in the Bible about arrows, that our children are like a mighty, uh, the arrows in a mighty warrior's hand. And with the arrows, you need to make sure they're going to fly straight. And I just got these in, and I just put the inserts in and everything. They're V-Force from Sportsman's Guide, and I'll tell you what, this is their brand, and so far I've been impressed. Now I can't see everybody's comments right now, but I will be taking time out here in a few minutes, and after I get through these 12 or 24 arrows, I haven't decided yet, and we'll sit down and I'll try to read your comments and respond to you. But I'm glad you all are here. It's been a long road. And if anybody has any questions about the equipment that I'm using or anything, leave a comment and I'll try to get back to you. We need to, I would like also to give out a shout out, not only to Mike Humphrey and his kennels and everything. There's a few channels that really, that I count as family, and and I can't, if I missed anybody, I'm not trying to, but I just think we need to keep Catfish Terry in prayer. He's been going through a lot of health problems, but if you haven't subscribed to him, um, go ahead and look up Catfish Terry. Look up Mike Humphrey and his channel as well, and his kennels. Um, just get to know one another a little bit. Give them some support. There's other channels out there that are that I follow and everything, and you know, as time goes on and as I do these lives and everything, um, and the weather's good and everything. If the weather's bad, I'm not really going to do any time on the range, but today, today's a good day, and hopefully tomorrow will be. Um, but I just got out of school and everything, and meaning teaching school and everything, and so we were remote learning and everything. We just finished the school year. So today's my very first day that I'm able to just get out here and enjoy God's great outdoors. I'm not doing as hot as I did earlier. This would actually be 2 sets of 12 today already. I've been a bow hunter since I was 8 years old. And hey, still in ya? How's it going, buddy? I'm glad to see you. Hey, look, I want to give you a blue wrench if that's all right. Hold on. I got to get rid of some stuff here. There you go, buddy. Gave you a blue wrench there, still on you. Keep some of those comments. Just watch the comments and everything, as I'm not able to while I'm shooting. But there you go, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Awesome, buddy. Like I said, I'm not on my game today. I'm hitting way left this afternoon. But before I went live, sorry guys, didn't realize I wasn't in the shot there in the camera. Before I went live, I shot 12. I think maybe my arm's giving way a little bit and getting tired, but I'm gonna try to shoot another 12, and that will be my limit for a little bit. We'll sit down and talk for a little bit. Now I know normally people go live at night, but the best time for me is going live during the day, because that's usually when I have the most time is in the afternoon. So we'll try to go on the range about 2 in the afternoon or so every day. And just try our best. That's it. I'll go get the arrows and I'll be back. Hey guys, keep an eye out on everything, okay? Thank you guys. So, going about it again. See how we do. You know, I really am glad that I have the property to shoot my bow, um, because during this self shelter in place, this quarantine time, I'm able to get out and just enjoy being in God's great outdoors and enjoy the part of being able to make sure my bow's sighted in for season, and just spend time with friends and family. I didn't really know if my computer would reach out here to do live, to be honest with you. There we go. I'm hitting better. Let's see. I heard a little rattle in the can. Ooh, that was almost a split. That was almost a split. I don't think the wife would be very happy if it was a split. I just bought these things. So in the comments, why don't you list, and you might be watching this after this live stream's over. Why don't you list your favorite outdoor activity? Your favorite outdoor activity. Mine, and I'll list it here in a minute, is doing what I'm doing. I love to bow hunt. I love to shoot my bow. But I also like to fish too. I like to fly fish and stuff. All right, here it goes. Hopefully I don't split anything. Oh my goodness. Guys, it's getting closer and closer. I gotta be careful. I'm afraid the wife might really, really get upset if I split something. All right, here it goes. It is a little loose. All right, here we go. Yeah, hasn't yet. Okay. Oof. All right, guys. Here we go. Last one, guys. Last one. That's it. All right, we'll take a break here, and I'll look at comments and stuff and try to answer everybody as best as I can. All right, guys. Let me adjust you a little bit. I'll bring it down so I have it near me. All right. Sorry, you're just seeing my head right now. All right. Bring it down a little bit. All right. Man, I'll tell you what, good to see you guys. Yeah, Mike, I almost did Robin Hood a couple of them. It sounded very, very close. It was not, it was kind of a nail biter because uh, the wife, like I said, I just bought these and these arrows, and I just got the Knox glued in and everything. I got, in fact, another dozen coming in. And man, I'll tell you what, that was a little bit when I heard that sound of almost Robin Hooding them. I'll tell you what, my I just had a lump in my throat because my wife would not be happy with that. But yeah, um, awesome, buddy. Hey, Stellini, thank you guys for your support. Really appreciate it. It's been a long haul for me because um, as of today, I have lost 16 pounds as of today from where I was. And I'm still working on it. Um, you know, thank you, Mike. And, it's important as I get more and more on YouTube and everything that and get out there. It's important to promote health and awareness. Many of you guys probably don't know, but I'm diabetic. And as a diabetic, my sugars have been up to 330 consistently. And on this diet that I went on, I'm down to in my sugar count, I'm down to 160. And I'll tell you what, it helps your sugars to lose weight. It helps your morale. It helps everything. Um, you know, it was about a month ago um, that I said that, enough. Hey, CP, Grand Outdoors. How's it going, buddy? Hey, hold on. You know what I want to do? I want to set you as a mod too, because I need some mods. So if that's all right with you, I want to make you a mod. There you go, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, and I'm just glad that you're here. But like I started saying, it's important for health. And I got kind of tired of being out of breath and everything as I was bow hunting. And there's some. You're welcome, CP. Thank you for being here. And and the back portion of where the church property is at, where I'm shooting now, um, there's a bunch. It's a mountain, and and I've hunted that mountain some since I've been here. And I'll tell you what, it is steep country over there. And I got so tired of being out of breath and everything. So I finally said to my wife, I said, enough. Tired of having no energy, tired of having high sugar, tired of it all. So I went ahead and just said, you know what? It's time to just cut the sugars out, cut the breads out, cut the soda pop out. In fact, right now, all I drink is free water. So I'm trying to make it so that I'm better health wise, not only for me, but want to be here uh, for my daughter's wedding when she gets ready to get married down the road. She just graduated high school. My son's wedding when he graduates next year, and as they start their lives out, I want to be here for them. And the thing is, I was talking about it to my church family, and I'm not trying to get preachy here either. But overeating is just as much a sin as someone who overindulges in drink, uh, or abuses their body other ways. Overeating is just as bad, you know, and it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. And one of the things that even I find is when I was shooting my bow, my stomach was getting in the way, and it was getting annoying, you know. So it was time for a change. It was time for a life change, and it was time for me to take the bull by the horns and just get it done. Um, but one of the things I was going to talk to everybody about too, while we're on this live stream, is it doesn't cost much to get active. And I know archery equipment is really. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hi there. How are you? Not bad. I've been expecting those. Okay. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Have a wonderful day. You as well. Well, guys, guess what? It came in. The arrows that I was expecting just came in. So, um, anyway, yes, I'm on live stream right now. What's up with you? All right, sorry guys, but well, if you want me to unbox it, I can. Not a problem. I just don't have a knife or anything. But yeah, I can do that. But what I was saying is, it's important to be healthy, and so I just decided, you know what? It's time to make sure that when I'm hunting, I'm not out of breath, and I'm not getting all messed up with it. I should have opened it the other way. Here we go. Right here. Same arrows that I've been shooting. They're Sportsman's Guide. They're from Sportsman's Guide. It's their brand. It's the V Force, and That's it right there. That's what I've been shooting. An amazing product. Um, so that's what I was expecting today. Have to glue those later. Yeah, I know. Right, Mike. And you know what? Here's the thing about that. That's funny because if I split any, they're basically they're $160 for 2 dozen. So they're $80 a dozen. What broadhead do I use? I actually use a Muzzy. I can't remember the exact brand, the exact name of the Muzzy, but it's 100 grain. I use a fixed broadhead because because I tried the mechanical broadheads. It's everybody's preference, but I prefer the fixed muzzies. But just because of the penetration and the ability to cut through bone, um, awesome, awesome, Mike. So you know what I'm talking about. Uh, then concerning the muzzies, um, a lot of guys though they're going to the Rage and everything, and the Rage broadheads are not bad. But I found, especially with crossbows, because if anybody hasn't seen my crossbow video, I actually have a few of them out there. When it comes to the mechanical broadheads concerning crossbows, I find that they don't release because of the quickness of the feet per second of the crossbow. I mean, before when it hits, it stays intact. It doesn't rightly expand like it should. That's what I found. Now, um, the arrows that I use Carbon Express for my hunting, mainly. You want me to show one to you? I I would have to go downstairs and get my broadheads, but um, if you guys can wait a minute, can you guys hang on and I'll go downstairs and get it? That'd be great. I will. You know what? I can do that too, but like I said, I want to try to do a on the range every day. I don't mind doing that today, but it means I would have to go downstairs and leave you guys blank for a minute in order for me to get one and actually shoot it. Awesome. I tell you what, you guys chill for a minute, and I'll go see if I can find myself a Muzzy. But what I was going to tell you is I have a fixed broadhead that is an off brand of a Muzzy, and it's not that bad either. It's a broadhead made by Realtree, I think. So let me go downstairs. You guys hang on and give me a minute, and I'll find some broadheads, and I will actually get some to shoot for you. So just give me a minute, and I'll go get them. Hang on. All right, guys. This took me a minute. All right, bud. Here we go. All right. All right. This is one of the real tree cheap ones right there, and it's not. It's built like a Muzzy, um, but they're not as effective. I mean, they're effective, but they're not as. Oh, there goes the box. They're not as good as the Muzzy. This is my Muzzy here. It's the Muzzy 125 actually, and they're 125 grain. So my Aeroflight is going to probably be a little off, but I definitely am not afraid to shoot this. So let me go down. Let me get you set up. I'll go down and yeah, CP. I do have a bunch of those that are from Walmart. Now, like I said, they're not a bad broadhead, but I found when I shoot an animal with them, they're kind of like a one-shot deal. Um, that's what I find. But I'll go ahead and get you guys set up. I'll shoot one of the muzzies, and you can see what I'm talking about. So, hang on. All right. Sorry for getting you guys dizzy, but this is the only way I can do it. All right. Let me bring you guys up. Let's see if you guys can you see that all right over there? All right, I'm going to go down and get the arrows, and then what I'm going to do, um, I'll put the broadhead on. You guys can see how it flies. It'll probably zip right through that target. So here, let me bring you all over here a little bit. All right. So let me go down and get that, and then we'll see what we can do. Yes. All right, guys, getting ready to do it here. All right. Per request, here we go. All right, I'm gonna let it fly. Now, this is the first time that these arrows have had a broadhead on them, and you know what? I can't guarantee nothing. So here it goes. All right, by popular demand, here it goes. Let's see how this flies. We'll see. Here we go. There it is, right there. Now, I'm gonna go get that one, and then we're gonna see how the real tree one flies. Okay. By the way, fellas, everybody, I'd say the Muzzy does its job. It almost went through and through the target. All right, I'm gonna do one more, and I'm gonna let the Walmart brand go here and see how that does versus the Muzzy, and then we'll see. All right. Now, guys, this is the cheap Walmart brand. You can pick these up for like $9 for a package of 3. Okay. So, you know what? I'm not going to necessarily endorse these, but we're going to see how this one flies. I endorse the Muzzy by a long shot, but here it goes. Ready? Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Wow. All right, guys, let's have a seat and we'll have a chat about the differences in broadheads. You know what? I just did a comparison to the cheap Walmart brand versus Muzzy, which is a very expensive brand, but yet it still works. So let's do a comparison here in a minute. I'll bring you down and we'll talk about it. Hang on. Sorry, not trying to make you guys sick, but hang on. All right, guys, hang on. So, here's what we just learned on live YouTube. I was kind of surprised with this this test here. Mike. CP. I'm sorry. Yeah, mechanical broadheads are not bad for turkeys. I still like my fixed, but right here is the Muzzy, and I'll tell you what. Just based, really on the amount of fiber that's on this, this, broadhead, this 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 broad This one tore through quite well, like quite heavy. Brought a lot of material with it. This one brought about the same amount. This cheap one right here brought about the same amount of damage. Both went through and through. If it wasn't for the fletching catching on that target, these arrows would have been gone in long history. However, I have used these on a hunting application, and I'll tell you what, the blades really they cut and everything, but when it goes in the bone seems to stop it for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because of the pattern or something, but the muzzies will break right through the shoulder bone, and that I know for a fact. I used to, years ago, for broadheads, I used to shoot the satellite broadheads. They were like a fixed broadhead. Everybody, all the guys that I hunted with and everything swore by that. But I'll tell you what, if you're just starting out with bow hunting and everything, and you can go bow hunting on the cheap. The the $9 broadheads you can get at Walmart will do the job, and you can get cheaper arrows than what I got. Hey, Timber, how are you, buddy? I'm glad to see you. Hey, Timber, question. Would you like to be a moderator for me? Because I want to be doing these range times here, trying to do them every day of the week except for Sundays. But I want to try to get out about 2:00 in the afternoon and try to have some range time and everything. So would you like to be a moderator? I'd love to have you because I've known you for a while too. But yeah, getting back to the broadheads. You can get into bow hunting pretty cheap. You know, it's not as cheap as other sports. Other hunting. But I'll tell you what, it gets you out there to be able to see some of the biggest bucks I've seen in my life. And you've seen the buck that I showed that I was blessed with this last year. That's the type of buck that you see during bow hunting season. So, where's Timber? There he is. Hold on. Add as moderator. Thank you, guys. This means a lot. We got 5 people in the room. And don't forget to give a thumbs up either. That would help. But, getting back onto what I was talking about, Timberhill, I just made you a moderator, so hopefully that helps too. Just keep people in place here. But one of the things I was talking about is, my bow was a gift from my father-in-law. It's a Bass Pro Toxic. I bought it back in 2000 and I'm trying to think, was it 16? And it was a gift for my college graduation, I think. Well, no, yes, it was. It was a gift for my college graduation because I graduated in 16, and um, and yeah, there are absolutely there's good channels in here. So, my bow cost me a little bit more because I got a kind of a decent one, and it was like $749 back then. But nowadays, you can go on the Sportsman's Guide and get a good bow for $399 and stuff, and you can enter into it. Yes, I'm a woman. Channel name throws everyone. You know what? What does it matter? Sorry, guys. Yes, Timber Hill is a woman. Um, I missed. I just totally threw that. Sorry, guys. But no. So what I was saying is, by the time, I mean, it can get expensive. Your arrows, you don't want cheap arrows either, uh, because cheap arrows are they'll make or break your hunting season. Um, they'll make or break your accuracy too. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with these uh, Victory V Force Victory arrows that are Sportsman's Guides brand, and I'm pretty impressed with them already. You know, they're hard hitting, and you know, and they do the job by the looks. I haven't taken them out on the field, but I bet they would do the job. Um, for turkey hunting, I still use my fixed, but I didn't get out to go turkey hunting this year. The arrows that I use for my hunting, these are my hunting arrows, and they're the blood sport. And they actually, see the white there? Right there, the blood sport actually gives you like if you have a lung shot or anything, it gives you right there real time on the shot placement that you made on that animal. I also have within these are Luminox too. Um, any of you guys use Luminox out there? I know I love Luminox where they're legal. Now there's some states um, Luminox are illegal because they can consider them as a tracer thing. But I can honestly tell you that when you release that arrow and it hits the target and it's easier to recover the arrow so you can see um, so you can actually see the blood on the arrow and if you hit a lung shot or whatever. I'm drawing a blank. It's been a busy week, but uh, yeah. So it actually Luminox help when you're hunting. So you know, really, I start usually in the spring, um, starting to practice. I usually start in late April, depending on when the snow goes away. Um, and I start practicing all the way up through the summer. So that way, when I go out, I know that I'm confident at you know about 40, 45 yards. You know, I'm confident that I'll be able to hit that animal. Um, hey, CP, thank you for hitting that red bell. Appreciate it, man. Um, I appreciate that. Rambo tips, you know, Sylvana, still in you. I mean, I I say this: if you're gonna get into bow hunting or archery or anything, it's like anything else. It's like football, basketball, soccer. Practice, practice, practice. Um, you know, I started out when I was 8 years old, and by the time I was 12, I was number 3 in the state of Florida in junior competitions for archery. When I was in Maine, I competed professionally, and I was in the top 10 as a teenager in the team field and archery. And then as I got older, I actually did compete for a while professionally um, uh, on the professional circuit throughout New England and did pretty well with that. But then I got married and you know I got in the ministry full time, so I wasn't able to do that like I wanted to. Um, you know, I did have I was a president of a Christian hunting organization for 7 years, and it went really well. But then the economic downturn went and everything, and I kind of had to step out of that role, and we closed the hunting shop, the hunting club, and so it was a sad day, but you know, then the Lord just basically spoke on my heart to come out and just do this as a hobby, rig outdoors actually, and you know, I am like Catfish Terry told you guys. I am a veteran. Um, I served in the U.S. Army, um, and you know, it was a pleasure to protect my country and everything. And you know, I'm a pastor too. I try to teach the young people the skills of being an outdoorsman, um, the skills of being self-reliant, self-sufficient. Even though we're not self-sufficient, everything's given to us by um, by the Lord, and you know, I prefer to go out and harvest my own meat. Um, thank you, Mike. Thank you very much. Um, does anybody here's a trivia question. Anybody in here that knows me, what was my function in the Army? Does anybody know? What was my MOS in the Army? What was my job? Anybody got a guess? It's in here right now? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was a sniper. You're right. Yep. And yeah, Mike, still in, you got it. I was a U.S. sniper in the Army. Hey, man, it's great. Thank you, ma'am. You know, it's been an honor that I could serve my country, but um, I got to say this. Um, you know, I served my country, and I look around, and you know, I really don't want to get into it too much, but my heart breaks for where our country's at. OHH. No, I don't have my rifle, but I do have a 223 that I've set up as a sniper rifle. I use the 308 as my rifle, my weapon of choice. But it was like similar to a Remington 700, similar. Um, you know, yeah. So, but I have a Savage Access that is a 223, and I got it completely set up with a bipod and scope and everything. And I use that for coyotes a lot. I coyote hunt quite a bit. At least I used to. Let's put it that way. I don't much anymore since I moved up here. Um, yes, 22 250 is a good one, Mike. The Remington 700. I do have a 308 actually. That's an H&R single shot. It's a bull barrel, and I think last time when I had it sighted in, which is we moved from a lot last year, so I've got to re-sight it in. But when I sighted it in, we were I think accurate up to 500 yards driving tags. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. I also have a New England Firearms single shot that's a 280 that is also a tack driver as well. So yes, I do shoot rifle, not only just a bow hunter, but um, you know, I do shoot rifle. I love to target practice. In fact, if you go through my videos, I actually do kind of some reviews on a few things. I also have one called Way of the Muzzleloader, And I'll tell you what, to be honest with you, I muzzleload hunt. I use my muzzleloader hunting more than I do actually my center fire stuff. Yeah. Um, why? It just, I don't know. I just prefer it lately, over the course of time. Um, I also bird hunt too. I not just turkey hunt, but I also hunt for partridge and stuff since I've been up here. I do rabbit hunt some. I haven't as much. Um, Up here in the North Country, I kid you not, it's not uncommon for us to have 3 or 4 feet of snow. Yeah, it snows quite a bit up here in the winter. Um, what else? Um, you know, uh, I love just being out in God's great outdoors. That's just the main thing. And so I just one of the things about Rig Outdoors that I desire, like I started talking about, was I desire to teach kids on how to be hunter gatherers. My desire is for kids to be able to learn how to get their own meat and stuff. And so, uh, how far north am I? I'm 20 minutes from the Canadian border, the Vermont Canadian border. Um, yeah, I can even actually get closer than that. I can probably do it in 10. I'm near the Canadian border up here in Vermont. So, yeah, that's how far north I am. Um, but no, my desire is to pass on my knowledge to people, and so that's why Rig Outdoors was spawned. You know, and actually, here comes another part of the Rig Outdoors family. Your release is in on the stand in the living room, okay, and your arm guard's in on the bed, uh, and the bow case on the bed. Sorry, guys, my daughter's coming up to shoot, so I want to try not to keep her in the frame. She's like, "Oh no, no, no," you know. But my daughter is also into shooting bow and hunting too, so that's great. Uh, but no, guys, I just thank you. We've been on for an hour and 3 minutes, and I thank you guys for hanging out with me. Um, hopefully I'll be able to do this tomorrow. If it's raining or something, I'm not going to be able to do that. Um, bring you out on the range with me, but it's been a pleasure, and thank you guys for your support. I know the videos have been slow coming. I know that I've been out for a little bit, and in fact, I've lost some subscribers for it because I just haven't been around. But I want to try to get more and more back on doing stuff like this. It seems to be a pretty good success today. Um, so, any other questions before I go? Before I close this live stream, it's been a great time hanging out with you guys. I hope that you guys will stay stay with me daily. Probably about 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock, and I hope that you guys will just stay along with me, getting prepared for bow season and stuff. I'm gonna also be sighting in some my pellet rifle too. So, oh, no problem, no problem. Timber, not a problem at all. I'm hoping that I can um, get the pellet rifle sighted in, and maybe get some. It won't be live, of course, but get some footage of me squirrel hunting a little bit. I'm getting rid of some of these squirrels that are being a pest. So All right, guys, I want to cut you loose. My wife will be returning. I will be coming home from work anytime now. God bless you and have an amazing and blessed day. Thanks for being with me.